Example of a Mediterranean fan palm that could use some pruning. So you can see it's gotten really bushy and kind of messy looking. And there's dead fronds kind of on the bottom. And if you clean this guy up, if you prune it up, show some of the stems and some of the trunks, it will look quite nice. Here's another one down here that could use the same treatment. Some people like them bushy, so there's nothing wrong with it, but there comes a time where it really does need a cleanup. And as you can see, those fronds don't look so good. So these two could definitely be pruned up. Okay folks, so this is a Mediterranean fan palm, or European fan palm, Chamaerops Humilis. And as you can see, this palm grows from multiple trunks. So it suckers off and then you have multiple trunks. Now when it's this big, it can look more like a bush than a palm. So many people trim some of the lower fronds so you can actually see the palm. But what you don't want to do is trim them in a way that it looks even worse than it did at the beginning. So I'll just show you here what the local landscapers, gardeners did to this palm and to its neighbor across the way here. So this is the pruning result from the gardener's decision to prune this one back. As you can see, all those fronds, just the ends of them were cut, and then the petioles are still in place, and it looks like hell. Now, if those petioles will cut back right to the trunk, this palm would actually look quite nice. As you can see, the multiple trunks, and it looks pretty decent once you clean it up, and it's not so bushy. So if you are going to prune these plants, do it properly. Prune it right back to the trunk and don't have these petioles sticking out. So another interesting thing about this one is typically when you buy these or grow them from seed, it starts as one palm. And as it gets bigger, it starts sending out little shoots from the base, and then it will become a multi-trunk palm. And in this case, this big trunk in the middle was the original trunk of this palm. And I guess one year it must have got cold or wet or a combination of the both, and the main trunk died, as you can see. But the beauty of this palm is that it will actually regrow, as long as the roots don't get damaged or frozen. It will actually regrow new palms from the base, from these side shoots. And that's exactly what happened. And now you have this palm that you see here. So this is actually a really great palm for cooler climates because it's a little more forgiving that way. Still, it's not as cold hardy as Chamaerops fortunei that you see in the back, but it's pretty close. When they're small, you might want to protect them from rain or cold, snow or ice, but they can do okay, at least at this size, to about -7 without little interference. Anywho, that's it for Chamaerops Humilis, the European fan palm, or the Mediterranean fan palm. How not to prune it.